And we are live. What's going on, everybody? Today we are going to be playing a game that we haven't played in like a couple of years, actually. I don't even know if it's on my old live stream feeds. Like, if you were to go through the history of the channel, I don't know if it's even still posted. But this is a game that, you know, I kind of wanted to go and revisit real quick, because I mean there's been a lot of updates on it since I last covered it, and honestly I just kind of had the itch to, you know, play a kind of a creature collecting game, and this is the closest game to what I really would wish to have in like a creature collector, right? So anyway, this game is called the Monster Breeder, and it's a nice little indie game. It's basically a monster breeding gladiator type of management sim, but yeah, there's a lot of different things that you can do in it. We'll get into that in a bit. What I am doing currently is we're just setting up a new run, right? Hey, what's going on, Vis? Yo, what's going up? Oh my homie. What? And I don't even know how to pronounce this. Can I call you Tut? Will you be offended if I say Tut? You're gonna have to work with me on this one, or spell it out in a way that I can actually read. Mud just got you killed. He wanted to talk while I was drowning. Well, homie, what are you doing drowning? That was your first mistake. You know, I've tried doing master before in this, and realistically, I don't understand the game well enough for me to actually do master. I think I can probably handle veteran, but realistically, doing just experience may be the best, option here, right? Let's see. The main character ages and will die in old age. Monsters can get crippled as a result of combat injuries. No harmful traits in inbreeding. What if I click that? Poor quality inbreeding causes harmful traits. There's no cost to use runestones and magic scrolls. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Guild entry quest. We'll turn that on, right? Because this is, you know, pretty standard, I feel like. Well, maybe it's not standard. When I play on master, everything's on, right? So veteran isn't terrible, right? Only hybrids can fight in the arena. Natural species fight in the catacombs. Okay, that's not terrible. I don't hate this, but let's turn that off. And then yeah, we'll go with that. We'll do custom with a veteran, and then we'll just take off that. Here's going to be our logo, or emblem, our house here. Haven't quite figured out. Every melee attack hits, dodge and parry skills reduce damage, or not every melee attack hits. The chance depends on dodge and parry skills. We'll do the one on the right. It is Sone. Sone? Sone? Yep, that works for me. I sure hope I'm not butchering that too. Yeah, okay. Homie, real quick, gotta let you know something. I was raised on Hooked on Phonics, so my understanding on how to actually pronounce words is terrible. For the longest time, I thought Paladin was a pronounced Paladin. You know, like Aladdin from like the Disney Channel movies with a P in front. Like, so I'm you know, terrible at reading. That's why I don't read. But yeah, you're getting looted at the bottom of the lake, and you started talking to me while I was 1 foot from the surface and drowned while the dialogue played. Well, that's your fault for being a loot goblin. You know what? I'm kind of feeling doing more of a mammal type of run, so we'll not have a two-headed lizard here. We'll do the skull's not bad, like a paw is pretty decent. Yeah, let's do. Sure, we'll do that, and we'll change the color of the emblem a little bit, so it's not like green. Oh, I don't know if that white's good any better. Ooh. Maybe we'll stick with the green. There really isn't good height. Oh, okay, that's like a tan, right? Yeah, we'll go with that. Sure. Yeah. Yep. How sure, we'll just do that. Yep. And we're mammals. Let's see here. Oh, cold weather. home to mainly mammal species. Some insectoids and reptiles can adapt to the cold weather. Okay, this is a lot more insect and this is insect and reptiles in the southern jungles, and then the central is kind of more whatever. Let's do, yeah, more warriors and blacksmiths. Yeah, we'll do northern province. Sure, we'll do that. It's all right. No one other than me from my country can pronounce my name at this point.
Gladiatorial combats of beasts.
I can't pronounce names for people that have told me verbally how to pronounce their name. Like several times, I'm just like, you want me to what?
And carve your path to wealth and fame. Don't underestimate the work to be done. It's easy to buy creatures from local hunters, but this is only the first step. Raising them costs money, and taming them is sometimes out of reach. Illnesses are common when conditions are not suitable. Pricey potions and magical artifacts are available to strengthen your creatures before they grow up. But only if you can afford the high prices at the annual...
Okay, cool. So basically that gave you a little bit of a rundown of stuff, but not a ton of stuff either. So there are multiple different backgrounds you can pick, right? These are essentially your class, right? Warriors are combat classes, right? And you get a special set of stuff that you can do. It's called manhunting, where you go and hunt down bandits or escaped slaves and whatnot, right? Archers are archers. It's a combat class, and it lets you find wild animals and take their offspring, like eggs and whatnot, and offspring. So it's an easy way for you to continuously increase your supply of fresh monsters that haven't been integrated into your breeding pool. Sorcerers are really good at they are a combat class as well, but they innately help you with taming. And then on top of that, you get blood infusions. And the way blood infusion works is it kind of helps increase your monsters or reducing your monsters like fear of a different type of species, as well as increasing its defenses for certain things, right? Blacksmith is a non-combat class. It's a crafting class, and they are good at forging armor, and that's pretty much it. So that's what you would do there. And then you have the alchemist, which is actually really important too, because the alchemist is how you're able to get the potions needed for you to crossbreed species. And I know a lot of this is just kind of, whatever, get into it already, Clyde, but knowing this, it's kind of important for how I want to go forward. Typically, you want to have at least one combat unit. Now, you can hire combat units and whatnot. You can hire a warrior or an archer or something like that. You can also hire an alchemist or a blacksmith. Having your character as a alchemist is pretty cool because it gives a really nice bonus to being able to get some of these potions and whatnot, especially depending on where you're at. Same thing with being a blacksmith. If you're in a region that doesn't have good blacksmiths, this is a good way to patch that up. The biggest issue really comes down to, well, are you wanting to be like a mage and have a bonus in taming, or archers that help you get influx of creatures, or warriors which can help get you an influx of slaves and whatnot too. So when it's all said and done, I'm kind of feeling not doing a combat class, but I also know I need to do a combat class because it's been a while, and I feel like having a combat class would be better off for me. I really want an alchemist because I think, if I remember correctly, the North does not do good with alchemy. But we're gonna do archer. Yo, what's going on, Soro? How you doing, my man? All right. So we're gonna set up an archer real quick. Let's go and play around with the character creator. This is you got to bear with me here, guys. There's some amazing options when it comes down to character creation here. It's a very bare bones character creation. But I mean, honestly, probably just get by with whatever we got here. Change the hair color a little bit, you know, why not? Have a little bit of fun with this. And yep, that's about the extent of that. That's all we're gonna do. And we'll just, you know, do that. Okay. Intelligence increases the rest of your skills as you're training. So having really high intelligence is actually like very important. Strength is good, agility is good, energy is good, magic resist is pretty good. We're gonna get rid of one-handed weapon experience. We don't really need that much of it. What we are going to do is we're also going to get rid of one-handed parry. We're not going to be using a one-handed weapon or anything like that. We are going to be utilizing dodge a bit more, right? But more importantly, we're going to max out intelligence, because the higher your intelligence, the quicker you can train. And then we're going to, you know, go up to about 20 hit points. Actually, no, we'll probably go up to like 25. It's pretty good. And then I'm going to pump up dodge to 20. And then we're going to crank the rest into bow. And maybe not all of it into bow. And then we're just going to do... Cool. We're going to reduce fear of fire. Maybe not fear of fire. We are going to reduce our fear of the 3 main categories by 10. And I think we're good to go. And maybe we'll keep all those at 50. What are we doing here? Crit chance? Oh yeah, let's do crit chance. Why not? All right, good enough. Cool. So to melee combat systems. We've already selected one of the melee combats, which is the defender has the option to avoid taking it by blocking or dodging. And if they're hit, it triggers a counterattack. So that's kind of what we did. Optional game mechanics have different quests and whatnot. And we're good to go. Cool. So we are currently stationed up here at the north. This is your world map. This is very much a simulation game, like a management sim game. I'm doing good, man. I've been thinking of getting this game. Bro, I honestly enjoyed this game. It's just one of those things that, you know, I haven't done much of coverage on it or anything like that. And, you know, some people would probably look at this game and be like, oh, it's unpolished. Well, you know what? Not every game needs to be AAA. This is still a good game. This is where our base is. It's up here in the north. This is where we settled. If we had picked the middle of the region, it'd be right around here. If we picked the southern jungles, it would have been down here. Yep, that's basically how this goes. This is the world map. There are different areas of note over here, right? And that is where we're at, is the map of the realm. Okay, you can go to our base management, and this is our base. It's in disrepair. You know, we have a keep here that is essentially pretty ran down. We have a chamber here that is set up to hatch eggs. We have a bedroom chamber with 4 beds. We have a flooded dungeon, caved in large chamber, which we need to clear out. We have a dungeon cell down here that can hold up to 3 adult monsters, and then this thing here hasn't been turned into anything. We can actually change its function to like storage, blacksmith, alchemist, or anything of the sort. Yep. Those are essentially the big things when it comes down to management. Okay, is figuring out which one of these functions you're going to be utilizing space for. Now, obviously, our keeps in disarray. But, you know, you can build a monster kennel, which is essentially what this little 3 deal, this 3 and this icon means. That's how many monsters you can store. If you do not have enough storage space for monsters, they can break out, run amok, and cause havoc. And they can, you know, escape and go attack people and whatnot. Not to mention, some of these extra facilities here actually give you better bonuses and let you use additional features. So like a hatchling's cabin is where you would hatch your monsters or have your monsters grow up and whatnot. And as they're reaching adulthood, you can actually, you know, imbue them with magic and all sorts of different things to you know, potentially give them better resistances to certain attacks or statuses and whatnot, or you know, reduce their risk of abomination sickness. And abomination sickness is a mechanic that we can go into a little bit later. But yeah, there's a lot of different things that go out and about here that you can build and, you know, slowly upgrade and whatnot. What we're going to do is we are just going to repair our one of our chambers, right? Because that'll take us 1 turn to repair. We only have 5,000 gold, so I'm not going to worry too much about everything. We have 1 monster, which is our hunting beast. We have no eggs. We could purchase some, but we have none. And this is us and our combatants, right? Combatants in training. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to this is our skill points. This is us. This is training. All right. So we are going to lower our parry, and we don't need to worry about parry, and we don't need to worry about one-handed. And then we have, this is resistances, and I can't tell what this is. What is this? Fear of mammals. Oh, okay. So we can actually reduce our fear of mammals. But this is essentially the rate at which your stats will improve. Okay. We're currently 18 years old. Each turn is 1 month. Okay. So currently March, and that's essentially turn 1. You will eventually die of old age. So there is an end to the game. It's either when you die, or actually it is when you die. So it's either going to be of old age or you're going to die in combat. That's kind of how it works. We have decent agility. But I'm thinking we kind of want to just, you know, do a somewhat even approach here. And then I'm not too worried about magic right now. So I'm kind of okay with this. Maybe reduce our dodge very slightly and keep our bow just as high, right? I'm okay with that. Oh, that's an annual gain. Okay, so all these numbers are what you would gain over a complete year. But plus 12 to bow over the year is pretty good. I'm actually going to lower that to where it's just about at 10. That way everything else goes up, you know, somewhat decently. All right. The reason why I'm focusing on dodge and not one-handed parry is because you only gain benefits of dodge or parry. You don't get both at the same time. So that's something to keep of note. It's the last thing I remember. Why do you always read chat backwards? It's really weird. Watch, he's going to do it again. Sometimes I got to figure out how far back I was last time I was reading it. It's not like it's not like my chat highlights the most recent message I've read. That's not how this works. I start from the bottom, and then I look at it, and then I start going up and figuring out where everybody's at. And now, you know, that's currently with like the current channel size of live streams and whatnot. I hit the point where I have, you know, like 50 plus active chatters at the same time. Realistically, won't be able to keep up with chat. At that point, you know, you gotta just look at the highlight messages. Goldfish brain, rude. It's probably an insult to goldfish, to be honest. All right. So we have a few different messages over here on the left. The right, underneath my ugly mug here, this is actually your annual schedule. This tells you that there's like each month, well, for the most part, every month has a pretty big event going on. So like in March, it's the Druids Market. You can't see it because it's underneath my face, but it is currently March. Therefore, there's the Druids Market over here in the messages where we can go and buy things from the Druids. And that's kind of like, it gives you a bit of a calendar that you can plan and prepare for ahead of time. Your annual events do not change from year to year, from my understanding. It may have changed since the last time I played this game, but I'm pretty sure these are static. So it gives you kind of a, you know, a routine thing to worry about. Try not to take out a loan the first year. Repayments will accumulate quickly and you'll find it difficult to pay. Yeah, the caravan, I think, is where we get the or we can hire, you know, slavers and whatnot. Our base, yep, not worried about that. Monsters, we have one monster. Catacombs is this right here is the catacomb, and it's essentially an execution site for inmates and whatnot. And what you do is you just send monsters in there and they die. Yep, that's essentially what you can do, is you go and you just send them in there, and if you win, right? If they win, actually you get paid no matter what, but if you win, you get your monster back. If you don't, yeah, your monster's gone. And then there are actual tournaments that happen, and those tournaments can be non-lethal, and that lets you, you know, keep your monsters from dying and whatnot, because ultimately you only have so many monsters, and if you run out, it's not the end of the world. You just need to acquire new monsters and then like breed them back up. If you run out of monsters, not the end of the world. You start running out of money and monsters and everything like that, and you basically can't really crawl your way out of debt and whatnot. That gets kind of rough. So we have the Egg Thieves quest, and we're gonna accept it, but what we're gonna probably end up doing is we're just gonna buy the eggs from the Egg Thieves. All right, guild membership. So in order for us to join the guild and actually join these guild tournaments, which are the bigger tournaments that isn't the catacombs, you need to create and raise a hybrid monster, and it cannot be an offspring of a related species. So in other words, we have to create a unique monster that does not have the same base relation similar to like what we have already. I think our current monster is a hunting beast. I'm pretty sure our hunting beast is protector and bleeding wound. I feel like hunting beast is a mix of a wolf and a hyena. I feel like that's what that is. I'm not entirely certain, but that be what it looks like to me. But either way, we'll go back to the Druids Market. Maybe we'll go back to the Druids Market. There we go. Yep. Okay, so there's hyena here, right? We could ooh, a wild boar. That's new. What do they do? Widespread across the empire, known for its resilience and high reproductive rate, highly adaptable to a variety of environments, and can inflict deep bleeding wounds with its powerful tusks when charging. It attacks with tusks rather than biting. It's immune to effects of poison skin, fire skin, or shock skin. As an herbivore, it's easy and cost efficient to keep. Neat. It's actually pretty cool. And of course, you know, it's tame, so I don't have to worry about it, you know, escaping. The poison beast is tamed. It can have a plant diet and whatnot. Oh, another thing that we need to worry about is gender. This is a breeding game. I feel like I don't really need to explain more of that. I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory. You know, there's a tool for that. A tool for what? Let's get the honestly, we're gonna buy the poison beast. Poison beasts have a poison attacks. Oh, kind of cool. I wouldn't mind getting a hold of like an alligator, because an alligator is a nice reptile and whatnot. The issue is I mean, we're in the cold north. We're just gonna have a problem if we try to do too much there. Yeah, so you can get a juvenile spotted wolf and a juvenile hyena. You can get some juveniles pretty easily here. But they may not necessarily be able to be like tamed, right? And we also need to be somewhat mindful of how much money we're gonna be spending too, right? So I'm thinking we're gonna buy the wild boar. Okay, so we have we have juvenile and 2 adults. And we have 2 females. And let's see here. What are we looking like when it comes down to our weapons that we currently have. A crude longbow has 75% accuracy, 8 range, and 11 physical damage. Let's take a look. What do we have here? We have a short bow, which is 73% accuracy, 9 damage. Honestly, that's not terrible. I'll just keep that. I think we're good to go handle the nest in the basement.
Unarmored. Click on the purchase button to buy equipment.
I need to buy. Do I really need to buy equipment right now? I don't think I do. I think I'll be okay. And we can also go to the weapon merchant here. So there's the annual fair, and then there's, you know, you can go to the alchemist and buy alchemy supplies. And then you can, you know, go to the local hunters, get a hold of some juveniles, some meat and whatnot. And then you can go to the weapon merchant and get like the heavier gear. Some of it's like enchanted. You can get like stabs and whatnot. But for the most part, a lot of it's like super expensive, especially starting out, and you don't necessarily need it. I will buy a piece of leather armor just so I can get rid of this pop-up and put some armor on. And oh yeah, bye. Looking snazzy.
You do not have any combat potions. Click on the purchase button to buy potions.
I don't need potions. We're good. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're going to put a me in here, right? And then we are going to take the poison beast and the hunting beast. So whenever it comes to quests, you can only take tamed monsters. Okay. You cannot take untamed monsters, which is, you know, the opposite of tamed. But yeah, so we have 2 tamed monsters, and you can take up to 7 units. And these can be, you know, humans or monsters. But essentially that's what we just need to kind of be aware of, right? All right. And then this is our battle screen. Man, the camera, I gotta remember how to operate the camera here. Cool. I'm not entirely 69%. Nice. I think we'll be okay. Let's take it. We'll send it. Risk it for the biscuit. I mean, we hit. Better than I thought we would. 47% chance for us to hit that. What about here? 49. Ooh, that's not good. Okay. What we are going to do is we are actually just going to kind of like sit and wait. I don't really want us to potentially have our units get hurt just because of this bug. So we're gonna be on the defensive side. Typically, it's a lot easier for you to, you know, we could accidentally shoot our own unit if we did that, but I think we'll hit. Yep. Cool. Archers are actually pretty strong, if I remember correctly. And we got 3 eggs, and nobody got hurt, so that's a win. You are horrible with chat. There's extensions that will do what Discord does and highlights what's new and what the last time you clicked /check. I don't know, man. I think you need to spell it out a little bit more. You need to spell it out a little bit more for me. Can you explain it like I'm 5? Okay, cool. We should be able to do another quest for us. We have 2 out of 3 monsters. Our hatchlings are capped right now. Let's go take a look at our we have our small chamber here, right? Let's take a look at our monsters and our hatchlings, right?
Can produce viable offspring without using the crossbreed potion.
Okay, so we have a taming potion. We have a potion of cure, stone skin potion, and a swiftness potion. I do not see a... Okay, hold up. 7.3% tameness a turn, and you become mature in 3 turns. You will not reach... You will not be tame unless I give you a taming potion. I have to give you a taming potion. Unless... If I give you extra food... Nope, extra food only increases strength and health points. Okay, I understand that. Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, we have multiple potions we could go for, but honestly, the taming potion may be the best bet.
Put the meat.
But I also feel like we don't necessarily need to you know.
Put the meat or potion into a food supplement slot on the bottom.
I feel like we don't absolutely have to do any of that. Okay. And then we have unhatched hunter bug. Oh, they're northern hunter bugs, so they're actually used to the cold. Nice. These guys should hatch and be fully grown in about 4 turns, or at least hatch in 4 turns, and then the wild boar will be good in 3 turns. Okay, we're good. I don't think we have anything else that we can really do right now. We just need to wait our turn. We're basically set. We're prepped. Cool thing is you can actually sell you can sell monsters too. I need to go back to kindergarten. Well, that's rude. All right, let's see here. We can do northern lizard, green ant, hyena, gorilla, cave arachnids. Would really like to do some gorillas or hyenas. I'm not entirely certain if we can actually fight them though. Not sure if we can fight a lot of these things. So it's just something to be kind of aware of. Can we go to monsters? Yes, we can. Poison beast is light cold sickness. Okay, well, all right, well, let's go ahead and let's breed some monsters real quick. We'll do hunting beast and the poison beast, and that will give us a mammal hybrid with poison with a poison attack. Yeah, it'll be fine. We'll do poison hunter is what we will name you. That will be the offspring type, rather. Litter size of 2 to 3, 68 to 82 effective tameness, 30 to 40% plant diet, lifespan of 5 to 6 years, 11 to 14 resilience, anywhere from 0 to 11 poison damage, 19 to 28 bite damage. Pretty high fear, honestly, but it has a 50% chance of inheriting protector and a 50% chance of inheriting bleeding wound. Not bad, honestly. Yeah, I mean, we can definitely do that. Let these guys breed, and you have to have a crossbreed potion in order for you to breed different species. So this should satisfy our guild hunter requirements, right? And then they got new stock. We got new construction completed, which is cool. We're not going to worry about constructing more stuff though, because we are going to be in a bit of a pickle if we do. Large chamber can only handle 2 fully grown monsters. We've got 4 that'll be coming up. The small chamber here, I mean, honestly, we could probably set that up to be another monster area for the time being. We are losing a little bit of money. We got no debt though, so that's good news. Monster upkeep's not terrible. I need to start making money though. Egg thieves, I think we still have a little bit more time. Let's go hunting again, and let's see if we can hunt for a hyena. And then, yep, we're gonna go ahead and wait. We have no construction, but we don't have anything that we can actually construct. Okay, egg thieves. Three green ant eggs, and we can buy them for 1,500. Okay, so we can definitely buy the eggs for 1,500. Okay, yeah, we'll do that. We need to actually sell some stuff too, though. Why am I not getting the option for us to buy the eggs? Is it because I don't have that much money? What do? Why? Why are we doing this? Our hunter bugs have hatched, and they are not terrible, but they're not great. So we can sell the hunter bugs for 55 each, or we can do, well, their upkeep value is 55, right? That's how much they cost. And we can opt to sell them for a combination of items or money. That is how this works. Each one of these, I mean, 118 is pretty good. We'd get a gauntlet and, you know, a weak antitoxin. I think I'd rather just take the gold right now. And this is kind of what we're going to do, because I don't really plan on holding on to insectoids or anything like that for the time being, even though if we had the insectoids, we could always throw them into the catacombs. The issue is that you do have to worry about actually spending money to keep them, you know, up and going. Yeah, I'm not taming you. You're not going to be tamed. I don't want to spend a taming potion on you, because that's 82 gold just to get you tamed, and that's not worth it. Our main monsters, our poison beast is pregnant for 2 turns, and then we'll see what spits out. And we have no closely related monsters for any of the parents yet. Okay, should be good. 82 tameness. Interesting. 68 tameness. Okay, cool. I think that dog is sick. What was your first clue, my guy? I think this dog looks great. We're gonna make us some, you know, foaming at the mouth animals. Foaming at the mouth aminimals. Yeah, we'll be okay. It'll be fine. What's the worst thing that could happen? All right, we'll get rid of these. We have new stock, which is cool and everything, but I'm not too worried about that. Okay. And we can also do research and whatnot, but this requires, you know, some form of stuff. So we'll have to worry about some of this research here in a bit, but not something we can necessarily do right now. Okay. Egg thieves. I don't want to attack the hideout. Why do I not have the ability to just buy the... We're not gonna do that. We're gonna wait.
Will be held in August. It is worth saving.
Cool. Now we'll buy them, and we're gonna give all the eggs to the druids. Cool. So giving the eggs back to the druids actually gives you. It's not the item that they give you that's really important, right? Because we just spent a ton of money and we're kind of foobarred right now, which sucks. But it's not the end of the world, though. What we actually did is we increased our relationship with the druids, and that's more important than anything right now. Okay, our monsters, though. We have our wild boar here, which is not tame. And I would love for us to be able to breed something with it, but I'm gonna be honest here. I don't think we can, even if we wanted to. Let's go ahead and look into potentially selling a monster just so we can see, you know, valuations of things. 247 for the poison beast. That's pretty cool. Poison beast is actually a shit ton of money for us to upkeep, so that's one of our issues. Hunting beast is actually kind of cheap. Wild boar is actually really cheap for upkeep. Poison beast has one more turn for being pregnant, and we are foobarred on money. We need to go to the catacombs and kind of pray. Money will get a lot easier once we actually get something up and running, but for right now we're kind of in a pickle. I'm feeling okay. We can probably, no, I think we need to hold on to that. We may get in trouble if I get rid of that. Let's go to our inventory. Oh, my bad. We don't have any juveniles or anything like that, which is kind of fine, but I don't want to end our turn because we're just going to be in a bit of a pickle there. We're going to be in the negatives. That's going to be okay. We cannot buy anything for right now. We don't want to recruit anybody. and we don't necessarily have any missions that we can go do right away. And if we do go to the catacombs, the monster that we send in there will most likely die. And while holding on to these monsters is a good idea, honestly, what I should have done is I should have waited 2 more turns and sent the hunter bugs into the catacombs. I'd have got paid more for that instead of selling them as juveniles, but that's okay. We are going to send in the wild boar and our hunting beast. We're going to send both of these guys into the easy catacombs, and hopefully they don't die. Okay, both of them are healthy, and we won, so we got 210 income. So that actually helped us out a lot. I mean, I think we still end up having to take out a loan. Maybe. Total cost is 357. We only have 310. Okay. Trying to figure out what all we can get rid of, right? Let's check our inventory real quick and see. We can, oh yeah, let's sell our standard potion of cure. Excellent bone stone. No, we're gonna hold on to that. We are going to sell most of our potions. I'm going to keep the taming potion. That's going to be useful for us. We're going to hold on to the bone stone just because, but that should give us at least 1 more month. Yeah, we'll be fine for 1 more month, and then we'll be able to, you know, have baby creatures, and now our upkeep's going to be even higher. But we have light hemophilia and sickliness, but this one gets bleeding wound, and then this one here is protector bleeding wound, but it will only ever have a single offspring. Okay, 7.5% tameness per turn. That's what, 22-ish, so not quite fully tame. 7.8%, so this one will become tame. Okay, cool. Let's see here. Some of these these things are quite literally abominations, but it is what it is. Ooh, we have access to the hyena lair.
Do not have any combat potions. Click on the,
and we are going to send in 3 of us, and this should help us get a hold of some potentially new creatures, right? Once again, camera angle is kind of wonky. So we have regular hyenas, and then there's a lot of little pups. Okay, and the pups are like, it looks like we have a couple different groups of pups, and you can come in here and you can choose to either just be like, you know what, there's too many of them, we're not going to do this. But you can also come in here and just grab like half of them and then run, or you can decide to kill all the hyenas and go from there. It's pretty lucrative to do all of this. So we're gonna move down here, and then what I will do, we're gonna move both of our animals to here, and then we're gonna end our turn, and hopefully we don't get completely bodied here. This may end up like a terrible fucking thing for us. We dodged. That's good. I'm hoping that because we have a choke point, we'll be in a slightly better shape here. Hoping. But we're about to find out. No line of sight. We get 100% on that one. Only 3 damage. Bro, these things are tanky as fuck. Oh man, we are cooked. I think we may be in trouble here. I think I bit off more than I could chew. I have to essentially shoot them like 10 times to get a kill, and there's just a lot of them. Right? Let's see here. We could, if we surrender, it's game over. I feel like I may have fucked up. That's okay. It's not the end of the world yet. It's definitely not looking good. Okay. I don't want us to attack. If we attack, then we allow counterattacks. Essentially, we increase the chances of them. They get more attacks at us if we attack, right? Great, they dodged the counterattack. Yep. And we do decent damage here. Are we only able of doing 3 damage at a time? If we can only do 3 damage at a time, we are cooked. We did some damage here. Okay, so I think our attacks, I think the number there is the amount of damage you can do.
Try to attack your opponent from the flank or...
We are as you would say, hooked. We're gonna fall back. The good news is if these animals die, well, lower upkeep. Bad news is as well, I kind of wish we were able to get money out of them and not lose them to wild hyenas. But you know what happens? It just kind of is what it is. It's part of the game. One thing about this game that you really want to keep in mind is that monsters are actually like super expendable in this game, and it's designed that way. Like and it kind of sucks, right? Because the entire like thought process of the game is that you want to have like really good monsters, but you also find yourself, ooh, we leveled up, nice. They also constantly find yourself in the position where you want your monsters to be like super good, right? So you like continuously put more and more like stuff into them, like you get attached to them. Well, your monsters are meant to actually be expendable. You're supposed to be more attached to the human units that you have because they're more valuable, but 2, stronger, and your monsters are supposed to be treated like cannon fodder, essentially. Because in theory, you can always get more, right? So this guy is pretty low. He's bleeding, and I think he's poisoned as well. Okay, we're out of energy here, but we managed to get some bleeds stacking. That animal's nice and low now. Dead now. Cool. That's going to trigger an attack of opportunity if we go there, so we're not going to. I mean, we're doing so far. We're holding our own a little bit better than I thought we would, but I want to keep our character about as far back as we can because it's only 2 attacks for him to be done, right? Like he's low, and he's getting. Actually, this one's getting flanked, but like, this guy's pretty low. He's only 1 attack away. Now he really is 1 attack away. Oh, he dodged somehow. And because our hunting beast is only 1 attack away, then that, something happens to him, then this one's going to get swarmed completely, and it's basically game over, right? So we want to make sure that we're keeping our archer kind of away. And I'm going to pull him out because if our archer dies, that's our character's avatar, right? That is quite literally game over. So we can't do that. We can't have that one happen. And the way that combat operates here is it's very much kind of a slugfest. And I could have set it up to where dodge and everything like that, like melee attacks always hit. and then make it to where it's like a damage reduction kind of thing. But I kind of like having the whole dodge aspect to it, so it helps, but it also kind of hurts because, you know, it's almost like XCOM with how, you know, the damage rolls and everything like that go, right? So I mean, we're here, we're doing okay, but I mean, these two monsters are 100% like they're gone, they're dead. We could probably try to pull one out.
Be aware of the...
Nope. Oh. We somehow kept Hunting Beast. We lost Poison Beast. Honestly, losing Poison Beast is not the end of the world. That was the most expensive one for upkeep. Okay.
Increase the...
We have our babies here, and we could honestly look into selling, you know, a couple of them as well. If the upkeep's going to be too much. They will be worth more when they're adults, though. That is something we also need to just kind of be mindful of. If we go to our base, it'll tell us what our total costs are. It's only 316. We have 270 currently, so we will go into debt. Going into debt is not the end of the world, but it is definitely not ideal. But we should be somewhat okay. I do like this one. I just hate that it's a single offspring. And then because this one technically has Protector and Bleeding Wound, this one will actually be probably really good for us to use as a breeder in the future, though. Even though it's single offspring, just because if we're able to pass on Protector and Bleeding Wound, then we'll be okay. 7.5 taming effectiveness with 4 turns left. 4 turns? What? Okay, 7.8 for 3. That one will pat. Okay. 4 turns. This guy's 100% hitting it. The 7.8 for 3 turns. This one's hitting it too. This one will not. This one will not become tame with Bleeding Wound, but Sickliness and light hemophilia. So what we could do is we could actually opt to sell this one. This one has the higher upkeep out of all of them too. We could just say, hey, take this, so that way we're not paying 40 upkeep per turn, and we're, you know, getting a little bit of a refund on it. It's not going to keep us out of the red for very long, but it's better than nothing. So it saved us from taking out a loan for one more.
You do not have any combat potions. Click on the purchase button to buy potions.
We are not doing the hyena lair. That is a bad idea. I'm going to let that one just go away. We could do the catacombs. We can do one of the weaker catacombs, right? And we could send in the wild boar and our hunting beast. Keeping the wild boar probably would have been a good idea, but you know what? We'll send it. We'll see what happens. We do have a level up for our hunting beast. So what we can do is we can either passively increase his health points. We can give him bonus counterattack. Or we can do increasing his XP gain. Maxing that up gives you 2 skill points per level too. That's actually really nice. And then mammal special skills, you know, that's not terrible. Reptile hunter, bleeding wound, +1 damage a turn, +1 turn, +2 damage a turn. You know what? Let's say let's do development bonus. Just see what happens. I haven't used development bonus, but I want to see like how quickly you can actually get them leveled up. Because if you can get them 1, 2, 3, 4 more levels, and then at that point you're able to get like to like 8 or 9, you're doubling your stat points, right? For that, that's actually pretty useful. But we're gonna send both these guys in, and hopefully they don't die. This is an auto resolve right here. Auto combat result would be victory, or you can also fight manually. We could also cancel it, go to the catacombs, and then see what this would be at too. Because we can hit start, and we would lose. So the good news is you can kind of see what the auto would be. If we did 225 combat, we would definitely lose, right? But these guys do get experience for doing this, so let's go ahead and auto resolve it. They're both healthy, everything's good. We made a little bit of money, not a lot of it, but a little bit, and we're pretty much set for ending the turn. Not the end of the world. We should be able to. Yep, we should be able to go and pass our turn one more time.
Arrive at any time from October to December. You can purchase slaves and enchanted items. It is worth saving money for this event.
And you can do expeditions as well. So this thing way down here, what expeditions do is it's essentially a it's like a late game type of thing where you should really go when you're actually kitted out for it. We're not kitted out for it. And it kind of takes you, it locks you in to where you can't do any tournaments or anything like that for a while, but you get access to like super rare monster offspring and whatnot, to where you can actually get like really cool stuff for a for some of the stuff that you got and whatnot. Like you can get a like Reaper dragon eggs and all sorts of really cool stuff. So that's kind of why I'm just like, yeah, okay, so you had skill points, you have a skill point, we'll put them all into development for the funsies, and we'll see how this goes. Juveniles, we have one turn on this one, right? 7.8%. That'll be really close. Should be good though. And this one's got 7.5. Oh yeah, that'll be fine. So we have next turn, this one should be this one should be able to be good to go here. And then we are, I think we're gonna be in the hole on this one, right? Because yeah, we're slightly over our cost basis. What can we sell? We could I don't want to get rid of any of that. That's unfortunate. We don't really have anything that we can sell, so we're definitely going to go into the red here. We'll just end the turn. We're at -25. It's not the end of the world, but now we have access to tournaments because we have acquired guild membership, which is really cool. So I'm happy about that. And now we can actually start doing this stuff. Open games helpful. All these other things, they're all currently locked. There are specific things that you have to meet in order for you to be able to fight them, right? So Blood Rage is a lethal combat. Death Claws is also lethal. And like, for example, if I did Death Claws, right? I have to field 3 mammals, okay? And I can actually lower the risk, right? Or I can increase the risk and make all these guys like super strong, right? But this is kind of like what you're able to do, right? You can, set it up to lethal and hit prepare for battle. And then, if we win, we get a ton of money, and we get a concentrated crossbreed potion. But if you lose, the reward for participating is already just that. What we can do though, is we can do the open game, and I can actually make it a little bit lower in difficulty here. That way we can potentially get enough for us to actually start, paying our debts back and everything like that. No special rewards for this. And then Blood Rage has no special rewards either, but there's pretty decent rewards, just monetary wise. We're gonna do open game. We're gonna lower it just so I don't have to worry too much about stuff. And we're gonna send myself in, as well as our 2 tamed animals, right? And we have Poison Hunter 3, which is tamed. You cannot send untamed animals into non-lethal fights. So we would win here, but what if I did open game on medium? Would we win then if we auto-resolved it? Nope, no, we would not. We could try to fight it manually. Could. I'm not convinced that fighting it manually is actually going to help us though. So we'll turn it down. Because, 1900 versus 1330 is a big difference, but there's like monthly tournaments at this point, and we're just trying to get ourselves stabilized, right? So let's go ahead and just take the win while we can. See if anybody leveled up, and then we'll be able to go from there. We can also do the catacombs now, so we're able to double up a little bit, and we can actually send in 3 monsters, right? And hopefully none of these die. Yep, none of them died. And Poison Hunter and Hunting Beast both leveled up, which is good. And we got a little bit of money from that, so that's good. So now we're up at 1,500 on the so far on the month. We're stable, and now we're able to actually start, prepping for things. Having that guild membership is like super big for this game. Typically, if you're not playing on, master or anything like that, difficulty wise, you don't have to worry about creating a hybrid monster for you to actually be able to join the guild, so you'll have access to those non-lethal tournaments and whatnot, like from the very get-go. But I wanted to have that beginner quest because that's kind of one of the things I like about that is that, hey, you can't just immediately hit the ground running. You have to kind of suffer a little bit and actually, try to figure out how you're going to hit that point. Another thing is that there are settings to where you can, there's a setting to where a guild related tournaments are hybrid monsters only. I think I have that. No, I definitely have that turned off. So that's something to just kind of keep in mind. But we do have some money. We can go look at the caravan here and, salivate at all the things. If you have slave workers, you'd be able to attach them to essentially your construction in your base, right? You'd be able to speed up construction tasks in your base. And you can also assign them to the assistants for, your blacksmith or alchemist or anything like that, which we haven't hired yet because we've been poor. You can also hire like warriors and archers and everything like that too. There's some really good weapons and whatnot here too. It's just overall, this annual like caravan fair is actually really cool to go to, just so you can like take a look at stuff and actually maybe buy some good stuff. We're not going to be doing any purchasing or anything like that because we just got out of the hole. I'm not going to put us into debt for a rune bow of shock, even though that would be kind of cool. Actually, I think the rune bow of frost would be a better option. It's got 87% accuracy. That's pretty freaking good. Oh man, 4,200 though. That's pretty expensive. Yeah, we're looking at stuff that we shouldn't even be looking at. Less talk, more play. You hush. I have to explain this stuff, my guy. Do we want to? No, we don't need to buy. We're not gonna buy anything. We don't need to buy anything. We'll be fine. We still have Poison Hunter 3. Let's go ahead and get these guys leveled up real quick, and then we'll go from there. Oh, I leveled up too. Nice. I could put that in the developmental bonus. See how that goes, right? You know what? Let's do that. Let's see how that works. Like, we're training and increasing some of my stats, but I feel like the combat related level up perks may be useful. So let's do development bonus, see if we can level up a little bit quicker. All right. End the turn. Now we can do Frozen Storm. Anybody under level 8 can go into this. And then we also have open game. 570 is our minimum payout for this one. Monsters versus humans. Okay. I'm not opposed to this. And open game's 900 payout. 950 payout for this one if we lose. Right? Open game. I don't think we can handle the starting one on this. 1267 payout. This one will give us 1300 payout. This one's actually kind of like, oh, it's a 1v1, a level 4 rat hybrid that has Ice Breath, Insectoid Hunter, and Manhunter. And light hemophilia. Okay, so it takes extra damage from bro. I don't know if I want to fight that. Only 570 payout if we lose. So right now we need to focus more on, actual money stabilization. If we had a bunch of throwaway units, we'd go fight, you know, like Blood Rage. If we had 3 monsters we could send in here, I would totally do that. So I could be like, hey, boom, boom, boom. But what? We're gonna win that? Oh, dude, we're totally doing that then. Poison Hunter 3. Yeah, fuck it. Send it. I don't care. All of our units are healthy. We just made 3,500. Yes, please. Thank you. That's awesome. Like, oh my god, we have money now. 105 per combatant. Okay. Well, yeah, we'll send these guys in here. Should be okay for the most part. No one's died. We got 294 income for that, so that's not terrible. Okay, now we actually have some money. Let's go to our base management and actually start, you know, upgrading some stuff, doing some repairs. I think the first thing we should do is probably build a monster kennel, so we actually have a space that's outdoor. Yeah, let's do that. We'll hit build on that and get a kennel up going. Yeah, and let's go and get everyone kind of set up real quick. Let's move you guys up top so you're not frozen. Everything is cold. Yep, our poison hunters are a little cold. They're not accustomed to cold weather. They're not acclimated for it. They're not supposed to have this type of a weather, to be honest. But I mean, sorry, not sorry. It'll be okay. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Lesser Nobilities Tournament. Let's do some hunting as well, and we'll set it up for... Oh man, let's do cave arachnids. Hopefully they're easier to handle than the hyenas were, but we'll see. I think we get a reward. No, standard equipment. Okay. Dragons and wolves. The reward for that one? Nope. Mandibles and claws. Nope. So no special reward. No special rewards or anything like that. We could do Blood Rage again and just kind of pray, right? It's set down to easy, but we could do medium too. I don't even know if I want to see what we would look like here. Victory on that. I mean, okay. Nobody died, surprisingly. Wild Boar actually got 3 kills. What? Bro, that's insane. Killer defeat at least 3 enemies in a single match, gives you a bonus skill point. I mean, it worked. Worked really well. So now they've got 2 skill points, so they're really close to level getting that extra perk for that. Going to explain everything like the Tismo you are, make it video series. Fair. I need to. I really should do like a full video series on this game. It would also help me learn more of the game too. I only know so much about it. There's definitely people out there that know a lot more about this game than I do. Okay. We're starting to make money again. We just spent a bunch of money on our upgrade for our base. Let's look and start recruiting. These guys do have upkeep costs, right? Something we need to be kind of aware of. We don't have enough workspace to hire an alchemist. I mean, probably the same for a blacksmith. Yeah. Okay. So we could hire ourselves a warrior, get us a better frontliner. This guy's only 16 years old. He's got a full freaking mustache and goatee. What? What? Compensation if one of your warriors dies. So these guys do have compensation. Okay. I mean, I get it. Okay. All right. Yep. We're going to hold off. We're going to hold off on recruiting. We're going to look into buying instead. Ooh, an army bow, like actual good army bow. This one is a tireless, reduces energy cost from melee or ranged attacks, and has armor piercing. That's actually really good. 664. That would be a significant upgrade to our current bow, so we'll grab that. And we're gonna grab the fine leather armor. No, we're not. We could get a hold of a spiny rat or something like that. I don't think we need to though. We do need to start looking into purchasing a bunch of the reagents that these alchemists have, now that we're actually starting to get some stuff. So what I'm going to do is we're going to buy all of the reagents that pop up for alchemy and our blacksmith. All of our cheap reagents, because I'm poor again. I was not paying attention. So all the cheap reagents we'll do that with. I think we'll be okay. I don't think we'll be okay. I think we're gonna be a little bit in the hole here because I may have been a little overzealous. Let's put this new army bow on, and we're gonna sell this short bow. Okay, I think we're good now. Nope, we were not good. All right, that's fine. The King's Own tournament, we'll go do this. Open game actually gives us a reward. Are you kidding me? I just bought a, oh my god, dude. Okay, can we win this? Can we actually win this, please? Like, I would be okay, hold up. I put you in there instead, and that's still a defeat. Okay. Yeah, I want the King's tournament because, or open game, because that is a really nice bow. That is a super fucking nice bow. I need to win so I can get this bow. That's all I care about. Okay, should win. I'm kind of mad that I just got this after I spent money on the last one. But you know what? Now I can hire another archer and have a better, have a bow for him. So we now have an elite rune bow of fire that does some pretty decent damage and has really high accuracy ratings. So I'm actually super stoked about that. And you know, we got a level up point, so that's also really good. And I'm hoping we can get our poison hunters set up to where they can actually, you know, get out of the cold and stop having like cold sickness. So that'll be pretty big for us too. What we're gonna do is our wild boar, I mean, still alive and kicking. Damage capacity, hold up, let's double check our damage capacities here. Our damage capacities are actually super good right now for our main fighters. The wild boar we kind of don't care about, remember. Okay, and we have bonus points. So now that we actually get to see our hunting beast in action here. By the way, skill developments, your offspring can inherit some of your skills too. So it's actually really, really important to rank these up and kind of be mindful of it, right? This one here is actually really good too. So we're gonna do this one. Okay. Could do hunting.
You do not have any combat potions.
Most narrow tunnels and making it difficult for them to let's do this and let's just see what we're looking like here. We have 2 poison hunters, we have our hunting beast. Hopefully we don't die. This should be a pretty big map though for the most part, right? Yeah, okay. And these things are kind of spooky, but they only have insectoids are actually really low at HP typically. For max HP. So and I'm hoping that if we have to make a sacrifice, I'm hoping we can just sacrifice one of our guys and the rest of them will be good to go. That's kind of what I'm thinking here, right? But our hunting beasts and whatnot, we're all doing, I think we'll be okay. I think especially since we've got a nice rune bow, right? All right, I'm not too certain if any of this freaking bug's gonna be coming our way or not. Doesn't look like it right yet. I'm gonna keep this guy back here. Okay. This is gonna be kind of sketchy depending on how we do this then. So I could come in for a flank, right? Then we're gonna be opening up our own flank here. Feel like this may be the better option. Oh, how far can this guy move? I think we can completely clear this cave out. That guy's defenseless, so we're able to attack. And this guy doesn't have enough energy for him to even counterattack if he wanted to. And we'll send this one over here for this flank. That was a good dodge. And now this guy's out of energy again, so he can't counterattack, so we'll be able to dunk. There we go. Nice. And then he turned around. Cool. Good to go. That actually went really well. We did take a little bit of damage, but not that much. And then we're just gonna, you know, hold up, and we're gonna do this methodically. We're gonna do this one at a time. I was initially thinking I was gonna push this way, but due to, you know, direction they went, I'm thinking we do it this way. The power of flanking maneuvers. Okay. So this one's coming this way, and that one's probably going to move too. Yeah. Okay. That's kind of tough. We'll figure it out. You attack. No, you can't. That one's defenseless now, so we can actually hit that. And this guy has no energy to actually do anything, so we can move up, face this one. That's going to be coming towards us. And now that we have a line of sight, kill. Nice. That actually worked out really well for me. This is going to be a bit of a doozy. That fight right there. That's going to be a bit drawn out. I think we'll be okay though. Open. I think my animals can do a 1v1. I hope. That's Poison Hunter 1. Is this Poison Hunter 3? Yeah, Poison Hunter 3. Are you a female? I can't remember. Good news is that this guy's defenseless, right? Oh, that's not good. I just put the fucking back. Oh, that was a bad idea. All right, whatever. That was a really bad idea. Then we'll just end our turn. Cringe.
Unseen attack.
I mean, we got a nice, you know, counterattack there, but still didn't do anything. This one's defenseless, so we'll get another hit in. Oh, we got a crit. Now we're gonna back up, and now we're gonna attack that way. There we go. Cool. So that's been managed. These guys, we've cleared out this side. I think all the eggs get picked up if you just clear out all the enemies, so that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna use Poison Hunter 1 to be bait while we pull our archer up. Our archer obviously does a lot of damage, right? If we can get a good line of sight going, I think we'll be fine. 86. Oh yeah. Oh, that was nice. Cool. I think 57. That's a pretty good. I think we send it. Well, that sure didn't work. Well, this might be a little sketchy. Okay, not being able to click through walls kind of sucks, but it'll be fine. You got a counterattack there? Oh no, it's only when you get hit, isn't it? Yep. Yep, it's only when you get hit. Noted. Well, the good news is I didn't get hit and die, so that's good. Unseen attack. Awesome. And now we're gonna move back. And this one's gonna come in for an unseen attack. Just kidding. No, it's not. And now I've got 3 of them. This cave arachnid screwed. And when they have no energy, they can't dodge. Therefore, that's... Yep, we got all 7 eggs. Nobody died, which is great. And yeah, that's from flanking and whatnot. So that's the power of friendship and flanking. We have a ton of eggs though. So what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna start selling some of these because I don't need them, and 2, yeah. So we can actually get a hold of some potions or various items that people will send us instead of money. Now it's not always good stuff, but you never know. Getting a hold of some potions and some gauntlets and whatnot, probably a good idea though. So
increase the food amount to make.
Yeah, we can do some of these.
You need a male and female creature.
All right, cool. We could get a juvenile gorilla. 73% tameness. Super cheap for upkeep though. That's pretty insane. Juvenile hyena is 27. Okay. What else are we looking at here? Spiny rats are super easy too. They only live for 2 years. You get old pretty quick. Well, we'll get a juvenile gorilla. Why not? Why not? Hunting beast is now starting to come together, which is pretty good. We're actually going to start maxing out some of the combat stats, which is really good for us. And Poison Hunter 3 is female. Okay, Poison Hunter 3 is the one we want to keep alive. Let's rename you. Nah, let's rename you. I totally didn't just misspell that. And then Poison Hunter male. The female has more, that has light hemophilia. The male is actually the stronger one of the 2, but does have single offspring. Wild boar. What we need to do is we need to also start looking into getting some crossbreed potions so we can actually start making more hybrids. It's January. We might be able to get a hold of some crossbreed potions and the druids market in March. But realistically, May will be when that really happens for us. Send everybody in there. Everyone leveled up, which is awesome. And yeah, let's... Hunting Beast is going to be really good for us to use for breeding. He's only 1.9 years old, 6 years of age, so that's really good. And damage capacity is actually still up there. That's really good for us in general, actually. All right, cool. let's take a look at the gorilla. 7.3 tameness, a turn. It's going to take 6 turns, so it'll easily be tame. It doesn't attack with bite, so there's no point in us doing bite strength. We could give it some mammal meat, actually. So if we did mammal meat, it would give them a bite bonus of 15%. And I don't think the meat actually makes them like sick or anything, so we should be good. Yeah, we should be good for that. Let's go ahead and end our turn.
There will be a Monster Breeders Guild.
And we can do cave arachnids again. I am not comfortable or confident rather that we'll be able to handle anything else currently. Why I feel like we need a couple more humans with actually good gear. And we're just not there yet. Okay, so these right here are like really good items that we need for we need to buy for when we get ourselves a blacksmith to make gear, but well, we don't have a blacksmith yet, and I'm not really thinking we're going to be doing too much there. In the meantime, our base is still under construction for the monster kennel. We got 3 turns on that, so let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's just focus on making money, hunting, and going from there. Open game. Nope, that's standard equipment. Monster versus humans gives us a reward of a crossbreed potion. Awesome. We need 3 monsters. We win. We do not win if we do that. What if we do monster versus humans but lower the payout and go against a bunch of level 1 people? I think we win this one, right? Okay, cool. I would love to get that crossbreed potion. Thank you. And now we go do the weak combat here. All right, we're good. Cool. Now we're going to get everyone leveled up before we dive into, you know. All right, cool. So he's maxed out on his mammal combat skills, and he's maxed out on his development. He's level 9. He's actually pretty set up here. This makes it to where his counterattacks are actually like stronger, but also require a lot less energy, which is cool. The other thing that we need to look into, because he has 46 energy, right? We want to look into either increasing his hit points, which this is only, you know, it's not that big increasing his hit points, but it does help. But more importantly, increasing his agility by pumping up his crit chance may be more worthwhile, or increasing the amount of counterattacks he can have a turn. Yeah, increasing critical chance will give him more base stat agility over here, and that agility does affect his total energy pool in the middle of fights. Let's see here. What can we do? What can we do? Oh, and agility is more about action points than anything. Okay. Oh, endurance is the big one, which we could get from athletics. Counterattack +1 turn. Let's do athletics. Let's see what happens there. But my thought process here is if I get everyone's mammal species skill or special skills for combat skills like maxed out, along with developmental bonus, I'm hoping that some of this stuff gets passed on to offspring, because I think some of the skill development does. I think it does. But we're gonna be testing that here too.
Adding meat as a food supplement. Attack bonus against a specific.
Okay, should be good to end now. Still doing construction, so there's no point in us working on anything else. We have a wandering mage. unknown mage and his pack of dogs. I don't know if we can actually fight the wandering mage, to be honest. We're still hunting. Let's go to the druid's market. Druid's market. Oh, swamp dragon, cave arachnid, spiny rats, spotted wolf. Some increases agility. This one increases lifespan. That's pretty good. Resilience, and then a rare food supplement strengthens body's structure, increasing damage capacity. That ebonwood bark is actually really big. All in all, though, we're not going to get any of that. It'll be fine. We don't need to worry about that right now. Let's focus on seeing if there's anything else we can do here for monies. Blood Rage, what do you give me? Fire Staff. Okay. Dragons and Wolves gives us an elite kettle helm of frost. Pretty neat. Can we actually fight this on a standard? Like, would this win? No, it wouldn't. Okay. That elite kettle helm of frost is looking pretty nice. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go to the lower end of the fighting realm for this. Auto resolve that so we can keep it. Oh no, our wild boar's dying, but that's good for us actually. I've got that gives us the ability to actually get ready for research. So now that we have someone that's dying and then just straight up dead, but we need to use life-saving surgery, otherwise this creature dies when we hit end turn. But what this really means is that we can perform some surgery. Surgery is great and all, but you actually need to practice surgery first, or for you actually do anything. So we have to do a vivisection. So we're essentially dissecting this monster alive in order for us to understand what it's supposed to act like when it's alive. So now we can perform combat surgery on on mammals, and we unlocked organ removal and organ implantation and everything like that. So let's go ahead and start researching combat surgery. That way we can, perform life-saving surgery if we need to, and then we can also start doing organ removal and then implants later. So we can really start, having some fun with transplanting organs from one monster type to the next, because you never know. You might want to have transplanted organs, I guess. Poison hunter female cannot participate in combat because of the temperature. That's not good. That is not good. I think no, I can't breed those. I can't breed the hunting beast with a poison hunter female though. I can breed the hunting beast with the gorilla once it grows up, because the thing is though is like if I did the hunting beast and whatnot, they're also super closely related, right? And that's not really a good thing. It says reproduction is impossible. What? But yeah, it's just something to kind of keep in mind. What are we doing as juvenile wise? We have 4 turns left on the gorilla. We have a decent amount of money. Let's go see if we can find another juvenile, or maybe even a fully grown thing, right? Get a female spotted wolf, right? That would be okay. I wouldn't be opposed to getting something like a spiny rat. They just don't survive very long. Spotted wolf has a nice long lifespan. The Rideron actually has a super long lifespan, but it's a reptile. We'd be in a bit of trouble with that. Stop trying to inbreed. I need more. Let's do spotted wolf, honestly. It gets pack attack. Pack attack's got a pretty good bonus. All right, and we'll do that. And we'll do hunting wolf and call that a day. Could fight in the catacombs. I don't think we need to, but let's go ahead and do it. Should be fine. Nobody's dying, which is good. New warrior, new apprentice, moderate sickness, successful reproduction. feeling pretty good about that. How many turns we got left on this? One more turn, and then we'll be able to actually, you know, set up the monster kennel to be warmer. Good. Making progress. All right, see you, DJ. Venom Gauntlet. What have we got here? Venom Grieve. In between level 7 and 15, less than level 8. I don't think we can actually fight this one. Only one monster? Oh yeah, we can. Oh, and you can level up too. I don't know if that's the, I don't know if this is a ticket or not. Oh dude, Hunting Beast has 2 more points. That is kind of nuts. This is level 11. 70 health point? Bro, what are these stats? Oh my god. 69 endurance, 82 agility. This is a boss. What is, oh my, Bro. That is terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. There's no way we can fight that. Now we could probably fight this one though. You know what? Send in the Poison Hunter male and just see how it goes. I don't think he's gonna win it though, but we can try. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, it's poison resistant too. It's like immune to poison, right? Yeah, we can't do that. Let's do druids. Let's have some fun with. Oh, this is a lethal combat, isn't it? No, it's not lethal. Okay, we can do this. Yeah. Level 2, 5, 4, and 1. Okay. So let's send in our archer, and we'll send in Hunting Beast, Poison Hunter male, and Spotted Wolf. We'll have some fun with it. We're gonna fight it manually. I want to actually fight one of these out. Arena bonus of 50% poison weakness and plus 25% agility for insects. Well, that's gonna be great. I don't think. Okay, they have a mage with 5 HP, but then their warriors like super tanky, dude. Okay, noted. I understand it now. We're gonna have to utilize some flanking maneuvers here. That mage is going to die first though. 5 HP, that is super low. I want to feel pretty confident once we get the mage out of the picture. Out of range, got it. Move our archer up, and then we are just going to, we're gonna stay kind of close by, honestly, with our monsters. I don't want these guys to get a full free round in. Okay, missed by a mile. That did not do very much damage. Let's send my Spotted Wolf after the mage.
Weapon bonus. Claymore, Slayer Blade, and Hunting Bow have the Monster Slayer bonus.
This is going to be a toughie. Trying to figure out how I want to flank, but I don't want my animals to get completely foobarred here either. All right. Let's see how this goes. How do you still have, oh my god, you did so much damage. What? Oh, weird. No wonder we couldn't win this. 17. Oh my god. Yeah, your monsters are 100% a 100% not gonna be doing much of anything.
Try to attack your opponent from the flank or rear, because the unseen
counterattacks kind of gnarly, man. I will say that. I don't think we're winning this one, but it was a good experience to see exactly how far outclassed monsters are versus humans for the most part. We got a lot of stats and whatnot we need to work on increasing. But hopefully we can take out the mage. We took out the mage. Got one of them taken down.
unseen attack. Do not let.
And that is GG for me. This isn't lethal though, so we should be fine. We still got a spotted wolf here. Might be able to take that guy out too. I'll feel like not confident, but I'll feel pretty good if we manage to take out two of them, right? Yeah, see, look at that. We took half of them out. Oh yeah, and we're gaining XP too. I forgot about that. It's actually really good for us. So would you recommend this game and its $30 price tag? What's $30? No. No. I don't think I would at $30. Hunting beast got injured? No. Okay. What does injured mean? Oh, you just can't participate in combat? Okay, that's not the end of the world. And we're okay. I mean, it'll be okay. I think hunting beast will be fine for a little bit. We can let him be, right? Let's go ahead and take a look at spotted wolf and get the spotted wolf leveled up. But yeah, we're like looking at those boss stats, right, that we were seeing earlier. That thing had, you know, 70 plus endurance and like over 80 HP and stuff like that. So that's something to just kind of be in mind. Like, that's amazing. Like, that's such high stats. So now that I'm, you know, seeing that kind of stuff, well, that obviously means that we need to be, you know, cramming more stuff into our animals so they can, you know, really absorb and get stronger. Let's take a look at this. We're not leveling or anything, but we're taking a look at our, you know, we're 19 years of age. We're slowly but surely working on increasing our stats. Our energy's going up a little bit, not a ton. That's based off of endurance, I think. If I increase that, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's all based off of endurance. Affects melee damage inflicted on the enemy. Let's actually turn strength down a little bit and crank it up to where it's only going up by 1. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay.
You can buy meat from local.
Do we have anything else? No, we're not even gonna bother.
Buy hybrids, equipment, and potions. You can also sell your
Monster Breeders Guild Fair. Hell yeah, we'll go to the Guild Fair. Okay, we can actually start looking at some of this stuff. Rune stones are great. They cost way too much right now, but rune stones, scrolls, all of these things are amazing for us. Bro, that Reaper Dragon looks derpy as fuck. I want it, but no. Some of these juveniles are just so derpy. A wild boar gorilla hybrid. We have a spiny rat hyena hybrid. And this is a hyena. Oh, that's a hyena Reaper Dragon hybrid, bro. That's actually kind of dope. Okay, we got some organs that we can get a hold of. We got some crossbreed potions. The weak ones are honestly like plus 30% mammal bonus. That's actually really good. That might be why it's 1,000. We'll buy a few of these, right? We can afford one more. Let's get the weak one, and then we'll go do a tournament. Hunting Beast is actually no longer injured, so that's kind of nice. Auto Wolf's on cooldown before she's able to breed again, so she's got 6 turns on that. Monster Kennel has been finished, so that's good, right? Let's go to our base real quick. And we're going to move you into the kennel and you into the kennel. So both of you guys are the ones that are not as resistant to cold. And then our juveniles, we have a couple of hunting wolves set up. Do none of them have? Oh my god, this is glorious. Tamingness 8.3% per turn. They're all going to be super tamed, and we have one good female, one good male. The hunting wolf 2 is kind of whatever, but I mean, all in all, I'm actually pretty happy with that. So that's really good turnaround for us. Our gorilla is fully tamed. Awesome. I'm feeling actually really good about that. This is a cave arachnid lair. Okay, we can definitely do that too. No one's ready for upgrades.
Increase the food amount.
How are we doing on damage capacity? 165. This one's like full because it's new. And then these two are actually doing fairly okay too. All right, that's not bad. Sure. Let's. Okay. We don't really have any money, so we need to do a tournament first. What do we get here? We get a fine longsword of frost. Turn that down. Okay. This one gives us a concentrated taming potion. Isn't the end of the world. It's not bad. Okay, how do I want to do this? We need money. I don't want to send my units into death. So let's go for the one that gives us a decent sword, because that sword does really good physical damage, right? We'll do the low end. We'll do the low difficulty fight. Just get that out of the way. Get us a little bit of money. The bandits camp. What is this?
This combat is lethal. Keep your main character safe. Move to exit X.
We could try to kill the bandits, but we don't have enough warriors to really do this. It's currently May. We just spent a bunch of money so we can get crossbreed potions. Let's hold off until October, December so we can get a hold of some like free upkeep warriors and laborers and whatnot. And then we'll go from there. What we will do, we're not going to expand the keep. We could try to upgrade the monsters chambers. The monster kennel, right? We could do that and upgrade it to a monster chamber. We could also go for a hatchling cabin, which will allow us to actually start doing the really cool shit. We're not there yet. We don't have enough money for that yet. So we're going to swap the large chamber here to being a, set that up to be an alchemist, and then let's go hire an alchemist real quick. Good healer, efficient, cruel to slaves, greedy, lazy, poison specialist. This one is just straight up better. So we'll hire him. we'll hold off on that. I don't think we need anything else for the time being. Set up some production queues and see what can we make. Some regular poisons. We can make some healing potions. Healing potions would actually be a pretty good deal. I don't know if we have any of the materials we actually need to make any of this stuff though. So these are all the things that they have access to, right, on what we can make. But what we need to do is we need to go to the store and we need to buy the ingredients for this. That's what we'll do. We'll go to the alchemist store. And see if we can actually make anything yet. There's a book we can buy at some point in time or find that teaches you a viable alternatives on what you're able to do, like replacement ingredients. So you'll be able to actually do stuff for that. All right, let's go do the cave arachnid lair. We'll send everybody in and we'll fight this one out. Yeah, this was not $30 the last I checked. But I mean, it's been a minute. Like I've owned this game for years. It's a good game. I enjoy it, but I don't think it's worth $30. I will say that, because it definitely leaves something to be wanting. Like, right? It's definitely, oh boy. Can I hit that? No, I cannot. Okay, cool. How far can you move? I don't think you're gonna have enough energy to actually reach me. See, I was right. I get shot. Boom. Can I shoot you again? Nope. I could send the hunting beast in there, but I'm gonna send you in instead.
Try to attack your opponent.
Yep, cool. We are going to go this way and get my archer set up, and then this way I can try and bait the arachnid potentially. You know what? Maybe not. Maybe we'll go this way and see if anything moves. Does not look that way, huh? Well, we're gonna try to reposition a bit. Good kill. We're not going to push up on that though. Well, that was a wow, dude. Hunting beast just like tore that one up. All right, this guy's gonna move. Hopefully we miss. Nope. We got a good counterattack in though, so that lowered his energy, and that finished it off. We leveled up, which is good, and that should be the end of that. Got 4 eggs. It's not terrible. And we're not going to do the bandit camp. The bandit camp just screams danger, danger, danger. So we're gonna hold off on that. Let's put some of this really shitty armor on that we have. I don't want to put this nice helmet on. I'd rather keep this nice helmet for, you know, something else. I will keep okay, I think these are poison blades actually, now I think about it. And then we'll do antitoxin in the off chance we need it. Then we'll go ahead and pop that. And now let's go take a look at our monsters, see if anyone leveled up. We do have a couple of level ups. Good, good, good. Let's increase counterattacks. And then juveniles are still cooking, and we can honestly, we can probably get rid of these cave arachnids. The good news is the cave arachnids have no upkeep cost at all, but these hunting wolves are actually pretty valuable, like in the grand scheme of things. Like they're hybrid, right? So they're worth something. I could hold on to the cave arachnids until they hatch, honestly. They may be worth slightly more then. This one here is worth 116, so we can get rid of that. I think we'll be fine doing that. And then we can go back to our base, take a look at the keep. Do we have any rooms that just aren't? We'll change that dungeon cell to being for hatchlings, and then we'll move all the eggs into out of the courtyard and into a flooded dungeon cell. Should be good to go then. Can't hire anybody, or not hire, we can't make anything yet, so I feel like we were a little preemptive on us hiring an alchemist. We might be able to fire this guy actually. Can't replace your alchemist till his contract expires. 5 turns? Okay, that's not the end of the world. This guy sucks. I messed up a little bit there. Jumped the gun. Okay. Fine Barbute of Shock. Elite Sword of Shock. This one actually has some pretty decent fail money. It's got the most failure money out of everybody. We're not quite set up yet for us to really start full sending Blood Rage. We don't have enough incoming units for us to really be able to handle that. We'll do open game, and we're gonna send in us, Hunting Beast, and our 2 Poison Hunters, and just let that ride. Not sure if anyone actually leveled up there. Oh, our Poison Hunters did. Cool. And getting the Poison Hunters set up to where they actually have the high mammal skills is going to help us out, hopefully down the line as well, with future breeding. A lot of these guys are actually not that, like, the Poison Hunters are not old. Even our Hunting Beast isn't old. We've only been going for not even like 2 years, or maybe kind of around there. And once they hit old, then which is 80% of their lifespan, that's when they're, you know, not able to reproduce anymore. I think that's how that works. So something to keep in mind. Once they hit old, they're not worth nearly as much either. If we wanted to, we could actually look at how much a Hunting Beast would be worth if we sold him. And only 356, which actually is not worth much, but the Poison Hunter male and female are worth, you know, a lot more. So something to keep in mind if, you know, somebody gets not hurt, but they're getting towards the end of their life, and maybe more valuable for us to actually sell them than it is to just send them to their death. But yeah, we've got some money. We are spending a lot of money though. What is, oh my god, 990? That is rough. Okay, we finally have ourselves a gorilla, and our gorilla is tamed, and we should be able to start doing the breeding. Hunting Beast is arguably our strongest monster currently. We'll do this. And what if we do, so if we did 3 crossbreed potions, they won't get harmful mutations, so that's nice, but also, like, I'm not doing that. Okay. Stat our stat changes here. I mean, we got pretty decent ranges so far. I mean, I know that the gorilla has some pretty good base stats for the most part. I wouldn't mind tossing in more crossbreed potions, but we're only going to get like 1 out of this. Actually, now that I think about it, let's use Poison Hunter male instead. A single offspring is exactly what a gorilla will do anyway, right? Like, I'm almost positive gorillas only get 1 offspring. Like, where's the litter size? Yeah, the litter size is only 1, right? So if I use regular hunting beast instead, it's 1. Oh, 1 to 3. We'll do a hunting gorilla. Why not? See what happens. And then we have a couple of hunting wolves, right? And then at that point, we've, you know, used our hunting beast quite a bit for reproducing. No research, no construction. Okay. We'll set up organ removal. And construction. Let's repair the dungeon cell. And that'll be it. Now let's go do the inferno so we can actually get some money going. Monster v humans. Open game actually pays out pretty decent, so let's do that. I think we can do a standard difficulty here and we should be fine now that we actually have, you know, a decent amount of units. We're gonna lose. What? Ow. What? What are we fighting in the open game that's so strong? These guys are level 1. Is it because they have 20 some odd HP? I mean, Strong Robin's level 3. They got level 5 Insectoid, so I kind of understand that. And it's got Life Steal and Poison Spit and dodges arrows. Okay, that's kind of annoying. Never mind. Then we have a Mammal Slayer ability here. Oh, they all have Mammal Slayers, don't they? That's annoying as hell. Okay. What if we do lower? We could probably fight this one then, right? Yeah, let's do that. We're not fighting the catacombs every time because I don't want to risk one of our units coming back as dying right now. The herbs market, we can actually start buying some of this stuff that we need, which is good. That's so expensive. We're gonna buy all of it though. We have to. There should be a yeah, there should be some stuff here for us to actually start buying. How to reduce the side effects of breeder potions on hybrids and how to increase the potion strength by 30%. Alchemy substitutes is really big. A lot of learning materials for us to take and make our alchemists actually be able to do stuff. It's just expensive. Let's go do the tournament. How are we doing on upkeep? We spend so much freaking money.
Species.
We're really not spending like a ton on some of the upkeep here. You're pregnant. I don't know how big your litter is. I'm assuming it's only 1. Assuming it's 1, but we'll see. Hunting beast, you're getting pretty close to your capacity limit, so we may need to dial you back on combat, my guy. Humidity is too low for the creature. Suffering from dehydration. Are you freaking kidding me? We may need to upgrade from the monster kennel to something else instead, to the next tier for this. Okay. Let's do... Let's do Death Claws, and let's see if we can do the low level of it. Send in Hunting Beast and the 2 Poison Hunters. Should be able to win. Decent amount of money. We're catching up. but we're just not there yet. Cave arachnids should be fully grown in 1 turn, but they're actually all going to cost money now, so this is where we start getting rid of them. They're still worth the same though, but they now actually have upkeep. Hunting wolves are actually really valuable. Pretty nice. I almost want to use a cave arachnid for breeding purposes. I feel like they don't have very good stats though. I don't even want to know what their stats are now I think about it, but we'll keep one of them around and then we'll sell the others, right? So let's do that. We'll keep the male since he's worth the least, and we'll sell the other 2. And we'll just let this one, we'll hold on to this one and kind of go with it. That way we're not spending all of our money on upkeep here, and we should be able to do potentially something. Dungeon cells no longer, you know. Okay, we're good there. Dungeon cell can actually hold 8, so we can turn the small chambers into another bedroom. Even though we don't really need the bedroom yet. Monster chambers cost almost 10 grand for that. Hatchling cabin for 2,600 is actually totally worth it. We need that. It's August. We have a couple of months before the caravan arrives. Should be good. We have creatures in the courtyard. Well, that's not good. We have 3 in the courtyard. Okay, well, we're moving all of you guys into the old keep dungeon. There we go. Let's get set up to do... I feel like we can actually handle a hyena fight maybe now. But we're going to do cave arachnids one more time. And then after cave arachnids, we'll try the green ants just because. I know insectoids are more numerous, but they're like lower in dangerousness. They're danger-ish, kind of. So I just kind of want to keep an eye on that. Not enough space for our monsters.
Assign rooms in the old keep.
Oh, we're over monster capacity, aren't we? Oh snap! Would you look at that? Cave arachnid's freaking huge. All right, let's take a look at our keep. See if we can turn one of these large chambers into a monster thing. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I'm gonna swap storage. This to storage. 15. Yeah, it's not terrible. Let's do that. And we'll swap this over to storage too. Yeah. And we'll go take a look at this. Toss the these guys off into, you know, an old keep dungeon cell. Or yeah, there we go. We can. I mean, what does the cave arachnid even have? 17 bite. There's like nothing that this thing does, right? What are you worth? You have so much upkeep costs. What the hell? You're worth 200 though. I feel like it was not worth holding on to you for. Like, I just feels like kind of a waste. Not gonna lie. You're gonna be pregnant for 2 more turns. Okay. Let's move the courtyard to the very bottom. I don't want anything in the courtyard. We are getting very, very high up there in your level, hunting beast. You are cooking with a gasoline there. You have 57 out of 502 for damage capacity though, so you're getting a little. You're at 10% damage capacity. I'm kind of worried of sending you out there anymore. You're level 13. You've done your job. Definitely have done your job. I think we just need to get rid. We could get rid of the cave arachnid, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna do it the smart way. We're gonna go to the catacombs. Do the 225 per combatant. We're gonna send in the cave arachnid there, and we're gonna let it die. Okay, so it's dying now. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go take a look at the cave arachnid. So we got paid 225 for it. It was only gonna be worth 200, right? So now we're gonna go here and we're gonna do a vivisection on it, because this unlocks us to do combat stuff on the arachnids. So now we can do it, or insectoids. So now we've unlocked combat surgery for insectoids. Pretty big. How are we doing on research? Organ removal is at a 3. Still, we should probably look into recruiting, but honestly, I'm not too worried about that. Rather focus on us trying to make some money here. Mandibles and claws. You know what? That's a lot of money for a loss here. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. I feel like I need to send in the hunting beast. You know what? Let's not send in hunting beast. We'll send in one of the hunting wolves. We're not gonna send in the gorilla either. We're gonna send in all these hunting ones. Okay. Yep. See, there we go. Easy peasy. We just made so much money off of that. We got a concentrated crossbreed potion off of it. I'm feeling really good now. We got 10k. We're building a hatchling cabin. We're stable. We are stable. I don't want to go and spend all my money yet, but I'm feeling pretty good. It is October. There's no caravan here yet. We can go hunting. We can do the catacombs. We can do a tournament. Let's go.
This combat is lethal. Keep your main character safe.
Okay, let's double check what we can do here. We're gonna end up going hunting first because that can help us get some of these units leveled up a bit. All right. We need something that we can breed with the hunting wolves, realistically. Let's actually double check our hunting wolves like skills too. Like, okay, so they're all empty from the looks of it. So maybe none of the skills actually get passed down besides, you know. So all the skill development doesn't get passed down, only their actual stats do. Okay, that's not the end of the world. So what that means is we need to work on increasing stats. 59 endurance is pretty big, right? Gorilla has 29 endurance. I honestly thought the gorilla would have more endurance. Okay, so we need to start looking into the hatchling cabin. Is going to be huge, and we need to focus on finding ways to increase their stats naturally. All right, let's go do the I think I said I was going to go hunting first, so let's do that.
This combat is lethal.
We don't really need to take everybody in here, but it should be fine. I don't want to take, yeah, but I don't need to keep seeing the same dialogue every time. We have 2 arachnids there. We have 1 down here. Only 3. Okay, not the end of the world. Not a big fan of that though. I will say that this is gonna get kind of spicy if I'm not careful here. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to move all the way that way. We're going to take him, and that's rough. I didn't have enough movement to actually get there. That's okay. It's gonna be a little dicey.
Unseen attack. Do not let the enemy attack.
Okay, well the good news is that this guy has no defenses because it's out of energy, so we can push. Get that kill, get a little XP thing there. I don't think we need to bring the rest of them. Oh shit, oh, that's not good. Can you attack? Doesn't look like it. Let's move you up here. We'll move you up here. I move you. I can move you back. That works. And we'll get another animal up here. Another little beastie. We're essentially role-playing as a beast tamer right now, guys. That's what we're doing. So that's our entire gameplay. Alright. So because I moved this way, this one didn't want to actually engage. So let's move up. Still no line of sight. Okay. Counterattack. Triggered. He's now defenseless. Alright, that one's over. See if this thing pushes. It does not. I'll fall back. I don't want to push with my archer. And we'll do that. Do a little juggle here. Little shuffle. Little shuffle wuffle. Then we're just going to push right on up and let this happen. Did I get this from Humble Bundle? No, not at all. Why? This is straight up a game that I've been following for years, dude. This is a game that I've owned for years. I bought this in early access a long time ago. I think I live streamed this like 2 years ago. Or maybe even 3 years ago. Like I have had this game for a long while. I think it hit 1.0 and got out of early access within the past year. Because when I first was playing this game, you weren't able to crossbreed different like classes of animals. Like you weren't able, you could only keep mammals with mammals and whatnot. You weren't able to go from mammal to reptile and do that kind of stuff. Why is it $30? I could not tell you. It was not $30 back then, dude. I'm telling you right now, it was not $30 back in the day. I mean, it was definitely a passion project, I can tell, right? I don't think it's got enough in it to be worth 30 though. I will admit, I really don't think it's that. I don't think it, just don't, I don't see that price tag being a
and female creature.
Valuable. I mean, if it's on sale, yeah. If this was on sale or on Humble Bundle or something like that, oh dude, snap it up. Snap it up. I enjoy this type of game, right? Especially because of all the min-maxing and nitty-gritty that you can get into. Like, the ultimate goal of the game, guys, which I haven't even gotten into yet, but these tournaments here, right? We're only doing the very beginning ones right now, and we're just doing the auto resolves of those. We're not necessarily fighting them out every time, right? Because as you can tell, fighting some fights out is okay. Fighting other fights out is not that good. Like you're just gonna get your shit pushed in, right? So this tournament here has none of the special medals, okay? But essentially the way you win the game is to get all of these medals down here at the very bottom of the screen, right? And every single one of them correlates to a major tournament type of thing. So there's like the Venom Whirl, which was one of the the other green tournament down here. And then you got Frozen Storm, which is one of them up here in the Ice Dome, right? But this one's just a regular tournament. This one doesn't have any of those, and you'll notice which ones actually give you the bronze, silver, or gold ones because you'll have a little star underneath. The Silver Venom Whirl was the one where I looked at, and there was that scorpion-looking bug that had like 70 plus HP and everything like that. That was what it would take. We'd have to win that to actually get the silver medal. That's like, so you have to actually spend a lot of time doing the min-maxing and trying to breed monsters to really combat stuff, which is cool. We're just barely scratching the surface of this because we're technically only on our second generation from our very first monster, right? Hunting Beast was our very first generation, but then, you know, Hunting Wolf is second generation. Our Poison Hunters are second generation, and And technically the gorilla's offspring will be second generation too. And then at that point now, okay, well, if everything's spawned from the hunting beast, well, we need to incorporate other types of mammals into the breeding pool, right? So maybe the poison hunter male we can breed with like the gorilla, right? And then, you know, kind of try to figure it out from there. But we also need to look into increasing everything's stats so they actually can fight and survive. But yeah, that's kind of what we're looking at here. That looks terrifying. We could do blood rage and just hope we win, right? What? They have a level 4 lizard hybrid, or we just do, okay, I mean, we'll try the early one, right? We'll send out, I mean, we could just do our big 3, right? See what it looks like. Hunting beast may become crippled if we send him out there. So if I remove hunting beast and put in one of the hunting wolves, do we still win? No, we don't. Hunting beast is quite literally the backbone of our entire like, fighting force. We'll do it and hopefully no one dies. Poison hunter male died. Straight up dead. Not the end of the world. Kind of sucks. Still not the end of the world. Okay. We got money. We lost one of our poison hunters, so that kind of sucks because I'm pretty sure poison hunter male was the one that had like the better stuff, right? But is what it is. Hunting wolf 3 is fine. Well, that'll be fine doing that. Hunting beast, you're kind of OP at this point, and it's awesome, but I'm also at the point where I'm kind of like, man, every time I send you into battle, I know you're getting really close to that damage threshold. And then poison hunter female, 4 freaking points. That is a lot. We'll get you set up with more counterattacks, I guess. Yep, sure, why not? Okay, you need to, we need you to reproduce with something. We just don't have anything to reproduce you with. We don't have any juveniles either. So let's go and see what we can buy. Do we have any male juveniles of anything? We have a spiny rat. I don't think that's the right direction we want to go in here. I don't think that's the correct option here. I really don't. Okay. We're just gonna wait at this point. Okay.
Increase the food amount.
We have 2 hunting gorillas. 1 is male, untamable and fertile, fast metabolism, and then this one here is tameable and has protector, bleeding wound, and hemophilia. Okay, so the male is 100% gonna get yeeted off somewhere. How much is the male worth? Only 100. Okay, got it. Takes 5 turns for them to fully mature. Okay. Is the caravan here yet? I don't think it is. It's November. We've got, okay, so the caravan will be here next month. We got 13 grand, so we'll be able to buy some stuff. Yeah, see how this has like a bronze star and that has silver, and then there's gold here, and then there's gold there. Like these are the frozen storm ones that give you those medals at the bottom. Eugenics is the same price and it's 1,000% a better game. I'm not gonna argue with you on that, dude. I understand what you're saying, and I'm agreeing with you, but I'm still going to continue playing this game because I enjoy the game. And I will recommend this game to people if it's on sale. But everyone's obviously able to see gameplay here, so they understand what they would be purchasing, right? So it's not like I'm out here going, oh my lord, go pay full price for this. That's not what I'm saying at all. but this is also like one of the only games on the market that has this level of a complexity when it comes down to monster breeding and whatnot. There's like nothing else on the market even that has this level of type of stuff, right? So that's something that I always think about, right? Okay, cool. The caravan's finally here. This is what I've been waiting for. I guess. Okay, this guy is 20. That guy's 39. Cool. 25. This guy's 19. Ooh. All right. Get a couple of warriors set up here. We're gonna get an older one too. All right. So we have spent our money. We are at our money spending limit here. Let's go ahead and start getting these guys set up for training. Okay. Base stats. Let's take a look here. Weapon skills is 18 versus 11, and then we have 10, 22. This guy is going to be our two-hander. So we are going to get rid of the one hand. We're going to get rid of his shield skill because there's no point in having a shield if he's going to be a two-hander, right? He has 18 dodge, but we're going to get rid of his one-handed allocation as well. Doesn't need that much one-handed. And we'll do what is your defensive? Your parry is at 26, your 18 dodge, so we'll lower your dodge. I feel like dodge might be applicable for range. Yeah, that should be good enough for that, right? So he's gonna be our two-hand guy. And if he's gonna be our two-handed guy, we're gonna give him a great sword, right? And we need to start getting armor for our people. Okay. This guy's gonna be a one-hander. And we'll need to get him a shield, but yeah, and then we'll get guys slowly kitted out, and then you don't need to worry about two-handed at all. You will do one-handed and shield. We will do that, and we'll go from there. You have terrible shield skill, but we'll get that fixed. All right, cool. Now what we need to do is we need to kind of just look for things, especially tournaments that offer equipment, right? Like open game here, that gives us a pauldron of shock. So if we just go for the weaker fight and we send in, oh, potions aren't allowed, huh? Okay. Wait, why can I not? Why can't I send you in? Interesting. Oh, it's because I had you on your secondary weapon instead of your primary. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. We're not going to send in hunting beast. We are going to send in some hunting wolves, and we're just gonna. Oh man, really? Okay, well let's take. Yeah, we'll take one of the slaves out and let that go through. Because we need the gear, but we also need to get XP for our human units, right? That's my thought process here. And then we'll give him some heavier armor and start letting him really get kitted out for this. Okay, and we now have 2 points here. And now we're going to set it up to where we can do bow shot. We can also start getting quick shot and other specialty abilities for us on our archer. But let's enhance our standard bow shot first. And now we're looking pretty good. We've completed some research, so let's go ahead and do organ removal 2. Base management, we have a hatchling cabin. Let's go ahead and oh, I could that's a kind of quite. Oh shit, we need more beds. We need more beds. Oh boy, we need beds. We need beds. Let's swap. How are we doing on monster? Okay, what are we doing on storage? We don't have that much in storage, so let's swap one of these to a bedroom, right? Okay, we have 6 beds, and we're at 8 out of 15 on storage. We'll be okay. Once the hatchlings cabin's in, we'll be in a little bit better space. Okay, we should be fine, right? Yeah. Should be okay. We'll do green ants next. And we could do runaways here, but let's take a look, see what else we can get. Ooh, a face shield. Okay. Light sword of shock, poison extract, and then potion of cure. We're gonna do the crossbreed potion, and hopefully we can win this one. We'll send in our 3 hunting wolves. Man, can you guys like not win? Why are we having issues here? Because you guys haven't hit the point where you're actually viable yet. I get it. I get it. Poison hunter female is ill, so she can't fight. And we're really gonna get a defeat with that too. That's rough. I don't want to send in hunting beast because he will lose, right? I guess I could just send in this and kind of just let it happen, right? I don't think. Oh, okay. So the wolf got a level up. That's okay. Not the end of the world. I'm trying to get some of our units set up to where they can actually do something. Our temperature is freezing because the kennel's outdoors. So what we really need to do is we need to swap some of these units out and about. Let's get the poison hunter in here, try to help that out. Move the gorilla indoors as well. Blacksmith, new stock. Hunting, new expert. Well, we're fine.
There will be a Monster Breeders Guild fair in May. It is worth saving money. Your character is unarmored. Click on the purchase button.
Ooh, an elite fire staff. That sounds nice. Poison blade of shock. It's pretty good too. Poison blade of shock, we can actually probably win. Wolf hybrid, that thing looks gnarly. What else we got here? I don't think we really need the poison blade of shock. We don't really need the fire staff. We don't have anybody that would use it. Which one gives the better payout out of the majority of these? We can do mandibles and claws. Sure, we'll do that. Yeah, and then we'll just send in everything but hunting beast because I don't want hunting beast to be crippled. We're getting good XP for everybody, but the other issue is that like sending everyone in just to get their ass beat is lowering their damage capacity quite a bit. You got to be kind of mindful of the damage capacity because that's one of the reasons why we're not sitting in hunting wolf anymore, right? Or hunting beast, just because, you know, it'll be game over very quickly for him if he goes like any lower. He has 11 damage capacity. So yeah, that's basically all he's got. Like he's done. 11 damage capacity out of 500. His next combat will cripple him. He is done. So what we can do is we can just, you know, keep him comfy kind of thing. That is what we can do for hunting beast, right? I wonder if I can use hunting wolf 3 with poison hunter female. Let's do that. See how this works. At least 50. Okay, that's a weak one. That makes sense. We'll do concentrated. Reproduction is not possible. Why is reproduction not possible? Oh, it's because you got cold sickness. Okay. I will accept that as an answer. Do we have any fairs going on right now? No fairs. Probably look into actually doing something with our alchemist right now. I don't think we can do anything still, as I don't think we've actually bought any reagents. So let's go ahead and just get rid of him, so we're not spending money on him. And then
build new buildings.
Hatchling cabins actually set up now, which is awesome.
Increase the food amount.
We can get everyone moved into the hatchling cabin, and then we can start focusing on rune stones and magic scrolls and whatnot, which is great. And then we can go to the old keep, swap this out for regular monsters, and then let's go ahead and look into upgrading for the monsters chambers at some point in time, right? And we could do lodging, we could do a storage shed. Altar of Purity. Every potion the alchemist makes 10% potency bonus and side effects are 10% lower. And Vitality. Abomination, illness of eggs, hatchlings, and juvenile creatures by 10%. The reproduction time of adults is reduced by 1 turn. Some of these altars are actually really good. They're actually all really good. We could definitely expand the keep as well, but I feel like that's just not the best for return on investment right now. Let's go ahead and just end our turn. I think we're fine. Go to the druid market, see if we can buy anything here that we actually really want. Oh man, I could buy a reaper dragon. We could do some heinous shit. Oh, I think I know what I'm doing. It's a terrible idea. And we're gonna be wrapping up the stream here. I just want to, I want to do some terrible things real quick. That's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna put in a reaper dragon, and then we're gonna put in our female hunting wolf that actually has decent stats, and then we're just gonna pop that bad boy in there. Oh yeah, it's gonna this is 100% not supposed to happen, but we're doing it. Oh, this is gonna be glorious, absolutely glorious. Okay, cool. And now we're gonna do the actual tournament real quick, so we can get a some potential, like more good potions. Anything like that? Potion of spawning. Oh boy. Can we win this without? Can we win this for cheap? Because that increases your offspring pool. If I had to send in hunting beast, I would. I mean, we'll win just off of this. Let's do it. Spotted wolf died. That's okay. Not the end of the world. We did need spotted wolf anyway. Fine. Everything's fine. So let's take a look at this. And then we're gonna pop that bad boy in there for doubling the litter size. Oh yeah, that's why we did it. Okay. Now we're gonna end our turn. We could do rogue druids, but we're not gonna do that. Okay, we have some new grown-up monsters. We got some hunting gorillas. We have our lovely, untamable, infertile, fast metabolism hunting gorilla here. This thing costs 312 upkeep. What the? Oh my god! Can I sell you? What on earth? You're worth 208. Okay. I mean, bro, you are pricey to keep up. Oh my god. Cool. And then we've got, light cold sickness here for our lovely reaper dragon, and we're gonna make him do work real quick as well. And we need to finish building the better protector and bleeding wound and hemophilia. We're gonna do this too. Yeah, there we go. Yep. Why not? These things are abominations. That's exactly what we want. It was nice to see you play something different today, and thank you for the stream. Oh, thanks, Soro. I just want to see how awful these things look. That is my entire goal at this point. 1450. Drew, can we win this? Do I even want to know what this is going to look like? Send in hunting. No, we're not sending in hunting beast. We'll send in gorilla and the hunting wolves. And fuck it, send in a reaper dragon too. Okay. I think we're okay for the most part.
Monster Breeders Guild Fair by hybrids, equipment, and potion.
All right. The Guild's Fair is back. Let's take a look.
Increase
Do we have
food amount.
Bro,
Creature of
what on earth are you? Oh, they're like mini Spinosauruses. Oh, are they mammals or no? They're so ugly. And some of them have such low tameness too, so they're not gonna get tame at all, bro. These ones are the ones that are closer to being a reptiles. Reptiles are a lot harder to tame. The mammals are a lot easier. This one here is actually got pretty good because it's got bleeding wound and pack attack. What we're gonna be doing though is I think we're at the annual trade fair, right? So what we can do is we can do this, do a tournament real quick, try to get as much money as possible. And then see what we can do, right? Oh, we need one-handed weapons, huh? Okay, well that's not gonna work. Druid, bro, can I even win this if I tried? Because I need a bow, and then this would be the one that I would have to send in hunting beast for, and then we'll send in the 3 hunting wolves, and then we can send in like gorilla. We would win. We're gonna risk it. Hunting beast is crippled. That was expected. We made 7,500 though, and we got a broadsword of shock. That's worth it. Crippled monsters can still reproduce. It's not the end of the world. You have abomination sickness now? What? Okay. Annoying, but okay. And hunting beast is crippled. Can reproduce until he grows old. Do I even want to know what hunting beast is worth right now? Oh, I can't even sell him. Hunting beast, once you grow old, my guy, you're gonna straight up become organ. Like I'm gonna have to take your organs. Like at that point. I'm gonna level you up just to level you up, but it's all over for you, my guy. We're done. You ain't got nothing more. You ain't got no more in you, my guy. 16k. We got plenty of money that we can go and spend. And this is what we really want. We need runestone of taming. And you can also get scrolls that give that imbue increased stats. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna get a runestone of purity, a runestone of taming would actually be really good too. We'll do runestone of taming, and then we're going to do scroll of oh my god, we'll do that so we actually understand the level of abomination sickness we're looking at here. What else can we do? Leopard monkey gorilla hybrid. Ooh, that's not bad. That might be worthwhile. Do we have any potions we can buy? We do have some potions we can buy, and since we don't have any more crossbreed potions, we may want to hold on to them and just buy these out. and kind of hold off on doing anything else until the next year for big major purchases. So let's go ahead and we are going to buy, you know, a few of these crossbreed potions. And by a few, I mean all of them, and that's basically all we can do, right? The only thing you'd be able to do is grab some of these potions, and you can actually imbue these, basically feed these potions into monsters to increase like their various stats and whatnot, right? Like you can inject blood into them to give you a bonus on killing stuff, or, you know, help them with a temperature tolerances and stuff like that. But yeah, that's essentially what we're looking at here. And now what we're going to do is we're going to just set up, you know, and we don't have a magic scroll, do we? This does increase tameness, something fierce. It also increases abomination illness. And if we turn this down to like nothing, then it's cool and everything, but I want some of these things to actually be tame, so we're gonna crank all these out on full blast. If 4 turns, 15% times 4 is what? 60? Ooh, I don't know if these are gonna hit it. This one's at 18.7%. That's 16%. I don't think the 16% one will hit it either, but this one will. And this is a 19.7. This one definitely will. I technically don't even need to use this, I don't think. What if I turn that off? Nah, you definitely need it. I could 7.7 versus, okay, yeah, we'll just do that for 1 turn. Fuck it. Yep. But all in all, I'm having fun. Anyway, guys, that is all we got for tonight. I want to thank you all for coming and hanging out. It's past my time, right? It's just past our normal ending time, and I know I started late, that's why we went a little bit past normal ending time. But yep, this is the monster breeder. For the current price of it on Steam, probably wouldn't recommend it unless this is like, you know, really calling your name. The good news is that this game does take quite a bit of time for you to actually like really get into it and understand things. It does have some it does have replayability factors and value in it, just because you can, you know, prioritize different monster types and whatnot, change your difficulty settings and everything. But for the most part, it's more of a sandbox management, so, you know, you can do a little bit of stuff and whatnot, and you can change your, you know, your overall strategy on how you go through the game. So that would take a lot of time, and if you're looking at it from like a time that you can invest into the game versus, you know, output, yeah, it's up there. But I would also say that, I mean, you guys have seen the extent of the gameplay. Your battle maps are they're going to be somewhat there's going to be a little bit of changes in it, but overall the flow of combat's basically the same. It really boils down to get better stat sticks and you know, increase your monster's effectiveness in battle and whatnot. But there is complexities to the breeding processes and everything. But I mean, all in all, I enjoy the game. It's something that I enjoy doing. If it looks like it would be up your alley and you think it's worth that the price tag, go for it, invest in it, you know. And if you think that it's a title that you're not interested in at all, completely fair. And then, you know, if you're on the fence, wait for a sale. That's all I gotta say. Anyway, guys, that's all I got tonight. Thanks again for tuning in. Hope to catch you all next time. Until then, have a good one.